young womanly beauty. In ballroom mirrors in the great houses of Virginia, there was reflected 100-fold the graceful figure of Princess Susanna Caroline Matilda. And did the sweet English visitor not charm her hosts with tales of her sister the Queen, and her brother-in-law the King, and numberless intrigues at court? And did she not charm all who gazed upon her with her pure, faultless soprano voice, and her skill at the pianoforte, and her pretty French, and her reverent Latin, and her exquisite manners, and her royal ways? Though he had already a wife, the courtly governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia wooed Princess Susanna. Though he had already a wife and a young mistress, the master of the largest plantation in the Carolinas wooed Princess Susanna. And loving no man, she loved all, and loving all, she loved no man. Traveling through 1775 and early 76 as a house-guest in one great mansion after another, hinting at royal patronage to the happy few who succeeded in pleasing her. "We are royalty who comport ourselves as such," was Princess Susanna's gentle catechism to all wealthy commoners, who were privileged to offer their guest gifts of a feminine sort, pearls, jewels, and gold trinkets primarily, but dared not offend by offering outright bribes. Then it happened in the spring of 1776, in one of the great houses in Charleston, Princess Susanna was exposed as Sarah Wilcox, outlaw bondwoman and suspected murderess. Now, did French avail her? It did not. And did Latin avail her? It did not. Nor her pretty little white Bible, nor the locket around her neck with the likeness of the Queen inside, nor her pure, unwavering soprano voice, nor all her tales of court. Yet though she was manacled and subdued and weakened and much abused by her captors, the outlaw escaped while being transported north, and none knew where she had gone, unless it was into the very air. Now God had mercy on a poor youth named Durham, now a pale young seamstress named Bethany, now Susanna Shepherd, widow, now Sarah Licht, widow, 26 years of age, childless, of Bush Creek, Maryland, engaged in the autumn of 76 to a young British officer, Lieutenant William Ward of the 16th Light Dragoons, soon to perish at Trenton. And did Sarah love him? She did not. And did she mourn him? Not for an hour. For she had her dying baby to mourn, burning with fever, misshapen head, tiny fingers and toes webbed together. She had crazed weeping Sarah to mourn, running with a drunken mob in Contrecoeur, torches and pitchforks and rifles, hunting Tory traitors to the death. She would set the new world to flame, she cried, as if it were the old. There was Mrs. William Ward, widow, a governess in the Vanderpool household, dismissed after 6 months' service for insolence, impiety, and suspected theft. There was Mrs. Sarah Ward, a country midwife, shrewd and close-mouthed, said to be of the devil's tribe, who never failed at a birth and never rejoiced at a birth, baptizing mother and babe alike with her black, bitter tears. "What seek ye, Sarah? Why with such passion?" So Sarah's own mother admonished her, appearing one night by Sarah's bedside. But she paid no heed, for it was not yet her time. She fluffed out her thinned hair and slapped color into her cheeks, and gave her heart to a dashing young man named Macready, a black-bearded young horse-thief from Philadelphia. "Come with me, Sarah Wilcox, and do my will, Sarah." His eyes sly and slanted as her own, his face flushed with love. He could lift her in one arm if he wished. He could smother her in the bulk of his body if he wished, and Sarah cried, "Yes, yes," and curled like a babe in his bosom. Would she cut her shining hair for him? She would. Would she dress in men's clothing for him? She would. Would she follow him into the countryside, into the hills, seeking plunder where plunder might be sought? She would. She would. She wept for very joy.